All right, I'm going to talk about this book that I got, Absolute Swamp Thing, by Wein and Wrightson. One of the big reasons I wanted to pick it up is because of the colorist, Jose Villarrubia. I think he's a pretty good colorist. And I think he tried to kind of match the original coloring of the comics. So I was interested in getting it. I was recently schooled by a friend about Swamp Thing and the trope or history, which I found pretty interesting because I always thought Swamp Thing came first. Swamp Thing. And Man Thing came second. But I was completely wrong. But what I'm trying to say is both Swamp Thing and fucking that other bullshit Man Thing. Both were influenced by this comic called The Heap, which I had no idea about. Which this friend of mine at a comics party schooled me on. And The Heap was made back in December 1942. It's premiered in this comic called Air Fighters Comic number 3, in this story about Skywolf. It was a World War II story. I called it Wanted by the Nazis. It was a Skywolf story, and this fighter pilot falls into a fucking, I don't know, a swamp and becomes a swamp monster. It's completely plausible. And that Air Fighter comics became Airboy comics. And during that run, which went for multiple volumes, you get that kind of long, weird nose trope that, is kind of now associated with Man Thing. So the reason Man Thing has a trunk, a root trunk for a nose, really comes from a interpretation of the Heap as it slowly developed, because it started off almost like in that first story looking like a abominable snowman almost, even though it's a swamp creature. I don't know if it, maybe it was a Arctic swamp. I don't know. Whatever. It just, the green probably washed out in the scans I looked at, but eventually it became green and like a regular swamp monster. And yep. And so there's this character called the Heap that was then brought back. Oh, it was the Heap. Dear God, I apologize. I have no idea what I'm doing with this, but welcome to the misery zone. So the Heap came out in 1942. Swamp Monster, World War II comics, eventually, I guess, Korean War comics. It's heaping around, being a heap of monster. And it got canceled. And then in the 70s, in this comic called Psycho, which was a black and white horror magazine by Skywald Publishing, they brought it back. That was March 1971. March 1971, sir. And that was the first appearance of the muck monster, the moss monster, the monsters of the swamp. First in the 70s, March 1971. Then Stan Lee, Roy Thomas, Jerry Conway, Gray Morrow, and Savage Tales featuring Conan the Barbarian. They have the gall to follow that lead 1 month later, May 1971, with their version of the Man Thing. Interesting. And then July, a few months later, yes, House of Secrets, DC Comics. They have their one shot of their version called The Swamp Thing. So that's the order of events, you know? Yeah, yeah, that's how. I guess Comic Strip doesn't really have much to fear. But I found it interesting. I had this book. I actually bought it a while back, but I've been wanting to look at it. And I thought, since I found out about the fucking Heap, which is, I think, my future, if everything goes as according to plan, um, I could look at this book. Definitely like the how's that look? Oh shit. Definitely like the graphic design on it, and the casing's pretty cool. Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus! Don't fuck with me, you fucking plastic! Fuck you! Yeah. So if you have any notes on my video presentation, and overall production quality, let me know. I think this looks great. I'm gonna have to put that somewhere. So yeah, really pretty stuff. I really like that neon green. That's really cool. This Bernie Wrightson painting is really cool. Okay. Oh, that feels really nice. Let's see it. Oh, yeah. Ooh, look at that. Jesus. They did a good job on this one. I haven't gotten the Alan Moore ones, the Saga of the Swamp Thing. Oh, look at that. It has a really nice texture to the cover. It's like felt or something. It's like some type of cloth. Oh, that's really nice. I think I'm really happy that I got this. This is worth the money. Oh, nice end sheets too, and it's all oof. That's really cute. That's really cool. Good end sheets. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Sorry, this is as high as I could get my stand for my camera, so I'm gonna have to pan and scan. That's really cool. Okay, let me see if I can get it. All right, I think that looks pretty good. Well, I'm still figuring all this stuff out and how to present stuff and what the kind of the goal of the theme of the whatever this is going to be. And for right now, I think it's just going to be me, like I said earlier, it's just going to be me looking at my comics I buy and trying to figure out why am I doing this to myself. But I'm glad I'm doing this to myself because this looks great, and I am like just these 2 pages. I think what is his name again? Jose Villarubia, which I do follow him on Instagram, but kind of have to look people up on Instagram now. I follow all these people and never see any of their stuff. But yeah, Jose Villarubia did a great job coloring this. It looks gorgeous. Just fantastic. Yeah. And I like this like kind of newsprint he added to it. Oh man, this book definitely has that new comic smell. Oh, jeez. And with these older comics, I've become a huge fan of traditional lettering. Like, I feel like it's becoming somewhat like when it's done by hand and not by computer, it's becoming kind of a little bit of a lost art form. I'm not, I don't consider myself a good letterer, at least for dialogue lettering. I really do enjoy drawing the onomatopoeia, like this stuff, like the scratch, scratch. But doing this, the dialogue and the word balloons, not my strong suit. So I am always really impressed when I'm looking at these older books or like indie books where they're doing it all and adding a lot of character to it and a lot of you know acting, because there's a lot of acting that can be added to the way the lettering is. And that's one of the things that's lost when it's done just with fonts. Not to say that there can't be good digital dialogue lettering. I think Skybound, in particular, generally always does a really good job for their sound effects and also their dialogue. And it's all vector, it's all digital. But I still think this is better. You know, Baroom. We've all been there. So I guess this first issue is very, very similar to the Man Thing that came out like a year before. Because the one that came out like 2 months after the other one was this, which is really a difference. It's just a one and done, like one shot story, not really connected to, from what I remember. I'm gonna go through and read this. This looks like it's just gonna be a pleasure to read. Dark Genesis. Dear God. Yeah. But anyways, so Man Thing came out. Hopefully I'm gonna edit in some images of the Heap and Man Thing. And again, that was drawn by no, not them. It was drawn by, let me look. Oh shit. I know, was it Gene Colan? Fuck. Dear God. Jerry Conway and Gray Morrow. I do enjoy a lot of Gray Morrow. And I just recently looked on that, and it's very kind of ink wash. Like, 1970s, trying to be like creepy comics. It's pretty cool. This, I guess, was a year later when they actually got the series. When Len Wein and Bernie Wrightson did the series in '72, and I guess it's very similar to what these guys, Roy Thomas and Jerry Conway, did for Man Thing. The one thing though, they went more traditional with the trunk, and Bernie Wrightson did the Swamp Skull. Look at that. He said stop. This is also very similar to one of the Man Thing. This first issue is almost identical to the first issue of Man Thing. Oh, it's awesome. I do look. Oh, wow. That's a really nice recoloring. Oh, so much better than the other editions that I've gotten of this. Like, look at that hand. Gorgeous stuff. I I I just love Bernie Wrightson hands. And they're, I love a lot of what Bernie Wrightson does, obviously. And when I was doing Galacto Pit Fighter, I was definitely looking at a lot of his work. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Look at that little guy. Look at that guy. That looks like the little, like a Ray Harryhausen, you know. Um, Little stop motion piece. I would be totally down for a stop motion version of Swamp Thing. That'd be awesome. Like this guy walking around like live action, but with stop motion for the special effects. That'll never happen, but that'd be, oh Jesus. He died for somebody's sins. That's awesome. Look at that. I really love this red. Bam, 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 bam. That's really good. Oh my god. That's got to be embarrassing. God damn it, I'm a goddamn Swamp Thing and this fucking thing's using me as a boat. You'd think with all the water, he'd be able to use his fucking swamp powers to like grow weeds and shit and fuck them all up, but I guess that's more of an Alan Moore thing. I don't know if I'm gonna get the Alan Moore ones. One, these are expensive. I'm not like buying a lot of these. I think Steve Olive did the recoloring on the Alan Moore ones, so I have to check that out. So that might be good too. Oh wow, look at that! Look how hot that is. Jesus, that's really good. Bam, bam. So honestly, like a big reason I did buy this is, I love these early books by Lynn Wein, and I'm a huge Bernie Wrightson fan, but I really got it because of the coloring, and I was really excited about the coloring, mainly because I saw how he recolored some Corbin on. I think a friend of mine showed it to me. He recolored some Corbin, and he showed his process, or not necessarily his process, but what he was, what decisions he was making, and it really spoke to me. And then I saw that he colored this, and I gotta say, I was right. This is fantastic. Very, very good. Uh-oh. That's a patchwork, man. I really like how this red is popping. Jesus. Oh, that's a cool cover. Oh, man. I'd totally fuck up that tone if I was fucking Swamp Thing. I'm like, you know what? I'm basically a walking wart. I'm gonna fuck this town up. These fucking, people eating their bread, baking their souffles. Yeah, they got it all. I'm a goddamn swamp creature. Fuck them. Yeah, I totally, maybe graffiti with my swamp arm and small. I don't know what the fuck I do, but I probably wouldn't do anything. I'd probably just stay hidden, really. Actually, like this guy. Yeah, that guy's called. This is a good guy. Ooh, sexy hair. Nice hair. Oh, wow. That's a really beautiful explosion. I really like this. It's a really nice choice. It's kind of interesting. That's awesome. His like little Frankenstein dude. Supposedly there is a... I've been there. I know that feeling. Oh, shit. Oh, Jesus. What the fuck? Yeah. So, yeah, Chris from Comic Trips. This is how it's done. Yeah, did I mention the Heap? Yeah, it came out. That's what all this stuff was influenced by. Supposedly. Secondhand information from a guy I met at a comic shop. But I looked it up and Wikipedia said I'm correct. The Swamp Thing. God. Oh, God. Yeah, fuck him up, Swamp Thing. That is excellent coloring for dealing with fire. I don't know how much more. Oh, that's neat. It's really cool. I love that. What a splash page. How could you not buy this in the 80s? Let me make sure it's all in there. And God, man, this comic has a new car smell. That really cool ink smell. Damn. Oh, that's really beautiful. Really good lighting. I think, like, you know, in that Wally Wood tradition, like how he gets that core shadow in, gets those two light sources, the cool and then the warm. It's always something I don't really do, but it's something I want to start incorporating, getting more of a core black shadows. I do, you know, pencil cleanups, so it's harder to do spot blacks the way I'm working. But I don't know. I'm gonna play around. I'd love to get like some of this stuff going. And the really cool thing when a cartoonist gets good at spotting blacks is I think they can work really fast, and it'll actually look better because then they spot the blacks, boom, 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 and that creates a white black pattern between the light areas and the black areas. Then all you have to do is put in the detail for the midtones, and then it's done. And then, you know, this hatching, which, you know, Bernie Wrightson's a master at, could be like a gray tone. So it's really, you know, if this was, you know, just talking about the line art, not the color. So you just kind of have to imagine it as if it is black and white. This would be the white, gray, black, and then the midtone for the lines, for the, you know, the lines of the midtone is we're basically the midtone's the detail for a line art. At least that's how I'm thinking of it. Could be wrong. I don't know. This is a werewolf. Pretty sure about that. Look at that thud. Snapped. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Shit, yeah, fuck yeah. Look at that. This. You know. Yeah, she's feeling it. Ah, look at those teeth. Oh. Oh, geez. I'll get the chandelier. That's all defeat the werewolf. I'll pass him with a fucking chandelier. Hey, it worked. You made the right choice. Look at that. That's nice. Oh man, that's really good coloring. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Well, I don't think I can go through the whole. Oh, wow. Got some originals in it. I mean, oh, look at that. Very, very happy with this. With this purchase. Oh God, I'll just flip through it, try to find the covers. Oh, look at those dudes. Oh, Jesus. Oh, hey, he has, yeah, little, you know, the Heap's nose is on these little snuffleupaguses. Swamp Thing versus the family of, this is like prepubescent snuffleupaguses before they fully mature and cocoon, because I think the snuffleupagus cocoons, and then when it breaks through the cocoon after like 3 months, it looks like that fucker in Sesame Street. Oh, look at that! See, I was right. Yep. I think I added a lot of. Oh, wow, that's looking a little bit more man-thingy. So good. Oh, look at that lettering. Fuck yeah. Ooh. This is not even. Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this? I'm not gonna compliment someone that's not Bernie Wrightson. Oh my god. I take it all back. Oh, Jesus. Look at that alligator dude. Oh, Bernie Wrightson didn't even draw these snuffleupacuses. Fuck yeah. It's this Nestor Redondo. It sounds like a Filipino artist. I don't know anything about him, though. I don't even know if he's Filipino. But I know at the time there was a lot of amazing, like Alfredo Akela and stuff working. Oh, that guy's awesome. So, this is called the bullpen of DC Comics. They came out to congratulate Bernie Wrightson, which is here, for being a successful cartoonist. Oh, that's very Al Williamson and Frank Frazetta. Very EC. Jesus. Okay. I'll look at one other thing. Oh shit! There's Batman. Oh wow! Look at that. Oh wow! Look at the coloring. Beautiful. Classic cover. I think they're going to be coming out with a new edition, or a new, maybe it's a remastered version, or maybe it's just a reprinting of The Cult, which was Jim Starlin and Bernie Wrightson. It's really beautiful. It was one of those 80s prestige format comics. I have it somewhere in my stack, but oh man, fucking AI. You never get away from, it was always there, always in the background, ready to take everyone's job. Even a swamp thing can't work in the future. Oh, look at that. Someone already had some of that, baby. Guess so. Well, I am super duper glad I bought this. And again, it's just a beautiful book. And it looks like it's just going to be a pleasure to reread these stories. I've already, I've read these a long time ago, but it'd be fun to reread them. Look at that back. That is such a hard drawing to do. And when I see stuff like this, that's where I'm starting to wonder, okay, what was his morgue? Did he use a morgue file? Did he use reference for that? Or did he take photo reference of a model he paid? Because that's a very difficult position to draw. Very Neil Adams. And it's also one of those things, and it could be he drew it from imagination if he, because he's a master of anatomy. I know Frank Cho, I asked him once at a con what reference he uses. And he does use some reference, but a lot of the characters he draws from imagination. And that's just because he has the human figure memorized. Look at that. Look at those. That love that simplicity of a cityscape right there. Really good. And that's so dynamic with the wind, like really illustrating the wind. It's not too windy there. What's going on? Huh? How'd this dog get? Oh, the dog's down there. He goes down. Not windy down there, windy up there. I guess that makes sense. Okay. That would hurt. That would. Oh Jesus. Why would you say anything to a fucking guy? I mean, you can tell this guy's fucked up. What was he saying? But I'm gonna have that paperback. Don't know what you are, ugly. Oh, Jesus. That guy deserves it. Jesus Christ. Yeah, like, give me that paper back, you lousy. No, he knocked my hat off. Oh my God. I love this pink, like that magenta. Hmm. Batman. Batman. Okay, well, all right. Uh-oh. There it is. Goddamn AI. Fuck you. All right. This guy. I feel like everyone in the 70s, every male saw themselves as this. This was everyone's internal image, except some of them had mustaches. But 80s, 70s. Artist conception. Okay, well, that's it. There, and again, oh shit, what's going on here? Why is it? Yeah, and this is very, very beautiful. Yep. Oh wow, look how fluorescent that is. It is an illuminated manuscript. Highly recommend it. Really beautiful stuff.